What's up? What's up? What's going on, guys? It's Beowulf back at it with another one. What's going on? What's going on? Bait's already in the house, man. He says first as usual. Tee hee. I actually am early to the stream. Usually I'm always a couple minutes late. I'm 2 minutes early. I'm early. Keep you guys on the toes. Are you gonna be here earlier or are you gonna be there later? I'm poof. Lich said, what's up? Man, awesome. Took the Crown Vic P71, took Willie, and we went to the beach for a little bit, like right before the sunset. It was pretty cool. Somebody has a long name, says, hey, and I say, hey, back at you. Man, we got a lot of stuff to talk about today, too. So first, let's get everybody in here. We start chit-chatting about a bunch of jet ski related stuff. Jackson asks, hey, man, what helmet combo do you use? And it's all cool thing with that, man. It's all on that Amazon store, amazon.com/shop/I am Beowulf. Oh, there we go. Bam. That's the whole helmet combo I use. There's a couple different helmets, but the actual goggles and helmets, all that I use are on there. Dan asks, find any surprises with the Crown Vic? Well, let's get a little summary about that because maybe people are interested. So what I did is over the weekend, I pumped out because the differential, I didn't feel it was worth opening up because it wasn't leaking. You know, like if it was leaking, I would take it all and replace the gasket. So instead, the fill plug, I used the same thing that I siphoned all the oil out of jet skis and pumped it completely out. The stuff was just straight black. And I put royal purple in there. And then I changed the transmission fluid, the filter. I changed the oil and the filter on that. And just kind of going through it. Luckily, the thing dries. It's crazy. I've been driving it some pretty long drives. And the thing dries really, 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 really nice. Really happy with it. Another cool thing, I can't say what it is until it gets here. And that will be all on the Beowulf Nation YouTube channel if you haven't hit the subscribe button for that. But I got a long-term friend that lives in Detroit. And he's picking up something I found for the Crown Vic that is going to be like, holy cow, my dogs are going to be like, freaking out once I get it. It's gonna be really legit. It's one of a kind. Yeah, so that's about it. Nothing really wrong with it, which I'm like totally shocked. I had some air on the tires and stuff. Thing dries like a dream, man. I think I was lucky. Lucky. Might need to get his alignment checked or something, but you know, the one thing I have to say is it has a really hard suspension on it. It's kind of not like race car-y like, but I mean, it's actually kind of fun to drive. And it takes a lot for me to like a car. Like I am super picky. Like I like it really hard suspension. I like it to feel a certain way. And that Crown Vic, it's no Jeep SRT, but man, it's still fun to drive around. And like you take the dogs to the beach, they're all sandy and wet, and then you just throw them in the back. Who cares? Anything that has vinyl floors and stuff like that. Lich asked, hey, all right, he goes, how's that new seat cover treating you? I haven't been out on it yet. It has been flooding, I think, tomorrow. Plus, it's the craziest thing because there was this Category 4 hurricane way off the coast, way off, right? That's where you see me in like a hoodie. Well, it's not that cold, but I feel that cold. It's like probably like 60s, and I'll tell you, I feel really cold right now. But it's been cold. I think it got down like 50 degrees last night. But man, it's cold for the down south. Yes, I'm hoping to take the GP out tomorrow. I scoped out last night to see if there was any flooding in the intercoastal. It's high, but I think it's safe to go out. So I think I'm going to take that out and then take out the SXR on, let's see what's tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. So, right? I'm confused. Yeah, it's Tuesday. So I'm gonna take the SXR out probably on Thursday. Gonna put some new stuff in it, and then kind of see what would it do. Dade County said, just bought my first jet ski, and it's a Yamaha GP1800R HO. Welcome to the family. Yup asked, what's your favorite jet ski? Oh man, well, what's that about? Sit down? Probably the GP1800R. Stand up so far at SXR 1500, man. But who knows? The new Superjet might change my mind. All right. Let's see. Scroll down. Man, who's just spams this stuff? So Ethan says, my dealer in Florida says my GP was supposed to ship on 9/11/20, but it's delayed. What's the status on yours? That's actually good breaking news. Well, let's talk about it. Well, first of all, this Dade County asked, I'll come right back to you. Let me just, this is a quick answer to Angela. I live in Florida. What state do you live in, Wolf? I live in South Carolina, brother. All right, so I was on the phone with the guy, actually on my way home, coming back from the beach tonight, to kind of see. I've been wanting to know kind of what's going on, because ideally I like to get the GP and the Superjet at the same time, just because it's a little bit of a drive going down to Riva Motorsports, which I don't problem make it twice, but the sooner the better, I guess. So the Superjets are going to be built in Japan, not like the GP and all the other wave runners are built in the United States. So it looks like it's a little later in November is what it looks like with the Superjets. So what happened is that what's going on is some of these orders were put in early by people, and those dealers surprisingly got them way earlier than expected. There was some dealer, I forgot where he said it was, but somebody just like, it just showed up, and they're like, we didn't even, I didn't think this one dealer thought it was going to come out. And the guy's like, goes, how did he get it so quick? So it looks like I'm going to get the GP actually in the next couple of weeks. It's a lot sooner than I really thought it was going to be the end of October. But yeah, it's, anybody know anybody interested? I got my GP1800R for sale. The Beowulf edition. Yeah, so basically it looks like it's happening a lot sooner than what I'm expecting. There's not an exact date. I'm going to call tomorrow to know the exact date. Bates says, show them the image of the Yamaha being towed I sent you. All right, well, look, Bates sent me some photo. It's no GP being pulled, but I guess we have to share it. Like somebody's funny. They sent me well, there was no photo. Somebody's like, this 2004 Kawasaki sunk. And I'm like, dude, the thing's 16 years old. What do you expect? Like, it'd be like saying you have a 16-year-old car and be like, oh, it broke down. I'm like, yeah, your boy. I'll get you this side. I just think it's funny. Yeah, I'll figure out where he even sent it. I get so many messages today. It's like crazy. It's such a blurry. Bates sends me these blurry, like, it's like, what can we even see here? Is this like trying to claim Bigfoot's real or something? It just, there's nothing. Look at that's what it. Oh, wait. I don't know, man. This just, it's too blurry. It could be being towed. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. Oh, yeah, you can see a rope. You can see some type of rope. They're not pulling a tube. They donated a super chat $1. Thank you. Hashtag feed the dogs. The doggos. Ethan said they were supposed to get 3 total, 2 blue, 1 black. Another person ordered 2 blue skis just before I ordered mine, and I was told on Friday that they shipped already. Yeah, the one thing I was told is any ones that have the speakers, the ones with the speakers are going to be the ones, like, they're for sure not coming out anytime soon, because I guess like with the FXs, there's so many different FX models. But I guess the SVHO FXs 2021s haven't shipped yet, but other models, I don't know. Yeah. I'm shocked sooner than I want to get both at the same time. I thought, but I have no problem. I got single trailers, so if I got to do some single trip, it's what you got to do. It's what you got to do. Nick says, holla, that means mine ain't far behind. Ethan says, yeah, no speakers till December. Yeah, Reva's going to say something different now because I guess they told me as a rep told them something else. Man, I shouldn't even say that, but that's what's going on. I don't know. I just like to always be on the loop, so. George says, hi from Sydney, Australia. Welcome, mate. How was it down under? That would have to be so cool. Like living in Australia, you know what's something cool for people in Australia? So when I was younger, I had a couple pet sugar gliders. And for what I'm aware of in the country of Australia, you can't keep those as pets because they're native. You can't keep native animals as pets, but I had sugar gliders, marsupial. That was a pretty cool pet. They're very nighttime animal, nocturnal, really cool. They have you get baby joeys, I think they're called, and they're like miniature kangaroos. I've always wanted one of those. That'd be pretty cool. But I don't know. With my dogs, I think if a kangaroo was bouncing around, it'd go crazy. Yeah, it'd be cool pet to get is one of those saltwater iguanas. You guys ever seen videos? They look like Godzilla. They live in saltwater on the Galapagos Islands. That is so wild. Let me. I gotta share one photo of this. This is get off subject. This is, if you haven't seen this, you guys are gonna be like, oh my gosh. My phone's almost dead, but I had to share this. They're called marine iguana. Let me find one of these photos. It is gonna be like, you guys are gonna just go crazy when you see this. Tell me if that doesn't. Oh man, focus. Look at it. Tell me that isn't Godzilla. Like, holy cow. That is so cool. Let me find another photo. No, that one's not good. There was like one I've seen that's like unbelievable. This one. Oh, there's this one that somebody sent me that looked like totally wild. I can't seem to find it. And this is a cool. Yeah, look at this thing. Shoot. No, I don't want to go to this site. Tell me if that doesn't look like Godzilla. That is just so crazy. It's Godzilla. So, anyways, back to subject. Ethan said he swore, so we can't show his comments hidden. He said those effers bite. Tell them review, man. No swearing on this. Come on. Be like you're in the work environment. Appropriate conversation. Basal said, I was in my local dealer today, and they said they will have 2021 Yamahas delivered late November, early December per manufacturer info if there is not another COVID shutdown happened on the factory. Yeah, there's that reality. A couple months, man, that second wave is going to hit. It's happening already in Europe. George says, warming up here in the moment, and I've got a GP1800 and love it. Awesome, man. Yeah, bait your hat ships out tomorrow, man. With all the whole COVID thing, it's the guy who makes some of my stuff. It takes a lot longer. So I ordered a GoPro, and they said they'd give it to me in 2 days, and I still have it. I ordered it like a week and a half ago, and I still haven't got my GoPro, and I said I was going to get it in 2 days. So this is what it is. I don't complain to GoPro. Ethan asked, "What's your recommendation for a wetsuit for the winter rides? Finally cooling down in Florida. You probably don't need anything more than like the sweatsuits that Jet Tribe uses. I've worn them in super cold weather." Bates is messing with me, man. May I just wait another week for your hat? May I just do is cancel your order, Bait. I'll just cancel it. I'll show you. But don't worry, man. You're probably getting the next couple of days. You probably have it. You probably have it by like Thursday and stuff. You'll have it soon. It's worth the wait. The guy's like super swamped. We're actually redesigning like the back of the shirts too. They're gonna say something different. So I'll wait to surprise that once it actually I pick them up. I got the proofs. Looks pretty cool. Nick says you're getting the 9. Yeah, I'm actually selling my GoPro Hero 8. If anybody's interested, it comes with the floaty, the mouthpiece, the fast charger, both the blue batteries, and it'll come with the SD card and all that kind of stuff. George asked, don't have any mods on my 2019 GP1800R. I'm pretty happy with it. As I was just wondering if it's worth doing the blow-off valve and an air intake without having the ECU reflash. But definitely, man, you got to get a Revo Racing blow-off valve like stat. Because it'll help preserve your clutch on your supercharger. It is like mandatory, man. Go get it. After the live stream, place your order. And then 2, when you place your order with Revo Racing, you can call them and ask for Will in sales, and he'll hook you up. Tell him the Beowulf sent you. He'll hook you up. Bates gonna accept what hat he gets. He's gonna find his hat's pink. He's gonna get a pink hat. Doesn't matter. That's how I would do stuff like that. Bates said there's an alien behind you. Nah, you can't scare me, man. Can't. But Willie had a blast. Willie went to the ocean today. Man, that dog loves the water. I filmed a whole video. They'll be on my second YouTube channel, Beowulf Nation, man. Took Ragna to the beach yesterday with Pike. And she was like, well, it's funny, on the way leaving, there was this huge Doberman pinscher. Willie's all tough. He's like, he thinks he's like this big, giant, tough dog. He's so funny. He sees people and he's like, the dog's wild. Yeah, he's beat, man. He was like, Matthew asked, when are you doing a meetup to ride with subs? I did some when I was in the Midwest. Something hopefully here, but the prawns right now, the water is flooded. So, plus I don't get that much time. I literally, with having puppies, man, you can't be gone for that long. They need to be let out all the time, get them all exercise and stuff. So I get out there on the water, but I can't be out there all day kind of thing. Ethan asked, what do you know about the USB port option on the GP? It looks like you can add it anytime. I asked about that tonight. It probably comes with it when you get the speakers, but what I was told is you could add it anytime. It doesn't even show up as something you could do as a build on them. So it probably just has to be some accessory that you can add. But you can't, on the new Yamahas, you can't and the speakers after effect. It's however they're built differently. It's more complicated. Everybody has their own. You want the speakers, you want to own a Yamaha, you want to own a Kawasaki, you want to own a CDU, man, buy whatever makes you happy. I asked about the suits. They showed nothing with the build thing with it, so we'll just have to wait and see. I thought when I had the speakers on RXTX, I think I was just a waste of $1,000. That's just my opinion. I really don't listen to I don't listen to I listen to music, but even when I'm driving, I don't even blast the music. Sometimes I just enjoy listening to the car. When I'm the Jeep SRT, I like to just hear the car. Part of having a performance vehicle. Think it years from now we're gonna have electric cars, and you guys all wish I wish I could hear what my car sounded like. Yeah, the hard thing with the speakers, and that's what somebody just said too. Like Ethan says, I don't care for this having them. Just carry a Bluetooth speaker for the sandbar beach. Definitely, if you or somebody you're sitting on the beach, you don't want to leave your ski running the whole entire time, and then the battery's dead, and then when it's time to leave, you got a dead battery. You remember they have tiny batteries in there, but definitely. Oh, excuse me. Definitely got to get a jet tribe length vest for Willie, man. That dog loves the water, man. He needs to get out on the jet ski. He needs to get out on a jet ski. The dog was like pretty excited, like first time paws touching the sand and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. You guys got to see the video too. When I checked yesterday with the Ragnar Pike, man, Pike just freaks out going to the beach. You just see the beach and the dog's like, "What? Beach? Let's go." Paige, I got a quick tip. Want to know how to tell a difference between a Yamaha and a Sea-Doo? Question mark. Yamaha rides on the top of the water. All right, so everybody in the live stream, if you own a jet ski, say what jet ski you got, say what state you're from or country. And if you're looking to get a jet ski, then put that, say, I'm looking to get such and such model. Go. Go. Matthew says, South Louisiana, 2019 Yamaha GP1800R. He goes, stage 2 he got some at. He doesn't have a stage 1. He doesn't have a stage 0. He got a stage 2. Watch out. George says, Sydney, Australia, 2019 GP1800R. Own it and ride it. George, do they sell what I'm looking for? You remember the movie Crocodile Dundee? That knife he had. If you're on Instagram, you know somebody that sells a knife identical as that. I want it. I want it. I want that. I want that. And I want the crocodile. I want the crocodile jacket. Like want the hat, the jacket, and the knife. And I'll do a live stream. I actually go around in public wearing that. I would totally. I remember a kid like I wanted that. If you have any connections in Australia, I'll want it. Now look at that bug. Just I want it. I think he had a vest. Take it back. I think when he went to New York, he had the jacket, but he had the vest when he. Yeah, totally. Definitely, George. Look it up, man. You got to be like, there has to be. I need the crocodile deal, not like something that looks like something legit, like where he's like, I think the movie goes, the guy pulls out a switchblade and then he goes, "There's a knife," and like totally, the real McCoy is what I need, and then the alley. What had to hang on, whole timeout. I need to let's look this up seriously. Oh man, my phone's almost dying. No. All right, Crocodile Dundee. Here we go. Here we go. Images. Where's it at? Wait, this is no one. This is what I'm talking about. George, find it, please. Focus. Hang. Oh my God. Focus. Why is it a focusing? Hey, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. I want that. I want to show up in the live stream, be like, this is how I show up to go riding jet skis. Be like, yeah, we don't got no cracks down here, but we got the alligators and the bull sharks. Totally. Oh my God. Hang on. Let's. See, this should be like this should be like a t-shirt, but not Crocodile Dundee. Oh, come on. That'd be like me and then the jet ski. And be like, yeah, riding down south. Oh man. So I'm just having too much fun. Hang on. Where is Wow, there's no picture. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Oh man, what? There. Oh, come on, focus. Why is this stuff so hard to focus? There we go. There we go. That's a knife. Oh man. Scrolling up. So Paul said, Newport, Richie, Florida have a 2021 GP1800R SVHO on order. Nice, brother. Caleb's is still in Wisconsin, hopefully upgrading to a VXR. Laugh out loud. George says, haha, I'm sure you could get it here somewhere. Bates is perfect. I don't know what song that is. George says, Crocfest. Bates is New York, USA. Chino says, Beowulf. Mako asks, is your GP a stage? I don't know if you're asking about me. Mine's a stage one with some other goodies tied into it. Mako asks, how fast is your GP? Our 1800R Beowulf does 77 on the GPS. That's like my Garmin GPS you can find on the Amazon store, amazon.com/shop/IamBeowulf. And but it has the Riva map tuner license. So basically anybody who buys it can add any other goodies and upgrade to go as fast as they want, however big your checkbook is. Ethan said the best you'll find is a Randall knife for comparison to its money. I want the real deal. They had to get that in the movie from somewhere down. At least the Croc Fest. At least I know in the YouTube, I'm gonna be waving weapons and stuff like that, but at least the Croc Fest, the hat, George, you had to have some type of connections with somebody with that. It doesn't even have to be a real Croc Fest. Like it doesn't have to be real leather. If it could be like a replica that looks pretty real, I'll take it. and then the vest, and then hey, that'll be like I'll come on the live stream instead of wearing the I'm Beowulf merch. I'll come out there, be like, I'll get the whole like crocodile. I'll talk the whole time like Crocodile Dundee. I'm all game for it. I'm all game with doing it. I could do it. I have to. If I listen to it enough and practice, definitely I could get the whole Crocodile Dundee accent, Australian accent down. Bases. I eat shark. It's good meat. Just have to believe them. Drain the guts and blood a second. Catch them. Yeah, I've cooked shark meat before. It's pretty good. When I lived in the Midwest, you can get it at this grocery store. They got it a couple times. I remember as a kid, I had it like, I don't know where it was. We were skiing somewhere, and I remember seeing shark on the menu, and it was like some type of shark meat and had jelly on it. It's really weird. But I remember as a kid, and then when I tried making it like that, it's not what I remember. I remember as a kid, I thought it was like so good. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm little kid. I'm like, I'm eating shark. Oh yeah, whoa. Ethan says, come ride rivers here in Central Florida, and you'll be Alligator Dundee. There's alligators already here where I'm at. I tell you, everywhere I go, stuff just pops out, man. It's like it comes looking for me. It's like, oh, he's in the Beowulf's in the water. We got to make a legacy story to be told. It's like no joke. I feel like I'm the legit Beowulf, King Beowulf. Like I'm going in there and it's like they got dinos popping out. Whoa, yeah. I remember when I was in the stand-up and I'm riding and I've known this spot has alligators and I'm turning. I wish the GoPro picked it up, but like when the GoPro is like the side here on the helmet, so like my eyes are looking down at what the camera's doing, right? And I remember seeing this gator coming up, and it was a decent. The head had to be like, let's get back, like pretty big, enough to mess me up. And it starts rising up like a submarine, and I'm like, don't fall. I'm like, what am I doing out here? Every time I go out there, I'm like, what am I doing out here? The sit downs is fine. The stand up, I'm always got to go like, what am I doing out here? It's funny because the guy, Jet Life Miami did the graphics. I want them to do custom ones on my SXR 1500. Like they had never done one, and they're like, nobody's crazy enough to ride stand-ups down here. In Miami is what they said. Nobody's stupid enough. They said all this stuff's in the water. I'm like, I wouldn't doubt it. That's what's nice. When I was in the Midwest, it was crazy. If you watch the last couple of videos, I intentionally jumped to go get a dip. And when you see the GoPro go underwater, it is crystal clear. Like you're ready to see something come out, but there's nothing there. Except for some muskies. And muskies aren't known to bite a person here or there. They sell the hat on Amazon. Devious, and they sell the hat on Amazon. You could add it to the store. Definitely, I'll have to do that. Well, we'll have to have this like theme because the problem is like any Viking stuff. There's no legit stuff to go buy that isn't like legitimately. That's such a good one. Legitimately, any type of stuff you can buy that's not going to break the bank. Ethan says it's a Bowie knife, many different makers. I want the biggest thing is I need the vest and I need the hat. If you can't be like, hey, look what I got. Like, we can at least add the hat. I'll walk in and be like, I was looking at, I'll give you a little spoiler. I've seen some like really realistic masks, like you really look like somebody else. And I've been debating. I've seen a couple of them. I'm like, should I get it into the whole live stream? People be like, who is this person? Who is this? Like, hey, welcome to Beowulf's live stream. Caleb asks, are sponsons the best upgrade without hurting reliability? Well, the sponsons would do nothing with the reliability. They'll change how the thing handles, but like if you want to go super aggressive, you have to go with like a jet trim seat cover with a grippy seat. But there's all different settings. Like everything I put in is like the extreme. I don't, whatever is the most extreme setting is where I go. That's just how I roll. But for somebody else, it could be, if you got the spawns, you put real aggressive and you make a sharp turn, you probably go, you'd be like, we're like a slingshot out the ski, be like, bye. Bye-bye. No, but they are reliable. They're cool. Upgrade if you want to me, if you kind of first get into it, it's kind of cool to do some like handling stuff, because then it's like road racing, for example. When you go out there, you don't build like the fastest straight line speed car. You first have to master the handling, and because it doesn't matter all the straight line speed if you can't make a turn. I mean, it doesn't mean anything. Like when I would go and I had a Honda S2000 when I went to the Audubon Country Club, and I was beating like C5 Z06s and stuff. Obviously, it beat me on a long straightaway, but if the track doesn't have a lot of straightaways and there's tons of turns, I could carry, because there was so much more control of the car, I would just come in with so much speed that you'll catch always up on them. As soon as any little straightaway, they'll move a little ahead, but then I'll catch up because I could just carry so much speed in there. And I'd have like Michelin Pilot Sport Cup tires on it. That's the same like the Porsche GT3 you use. And it was just like, you just barrel in speed, like dangerous speed coming in. And it was funny, like I'm showing past live stream, showing photos and stuff like that. It was crazy. And then when I got the C6Z06 and got that thing all set up, just blowing, there was like prototype like race cars. I'll have to find these videos and put them up. I have to find them and put them up on Beowulf Nation. There's one like I'm on the track with a Ferrari Enzo, like where the person's a professional race car driver, not like somebody who has a lot of money and pretending. And then there was one with this like prototype race car where it's not even a street car, right? Like full out like race car, like the guy sitting in the center, right? And I am just like walking on him the whole time, just blow the doors right off him. It was pretty wild on a street car you could drive home. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, no, Bait, some of your language, man, it's you can't talk like that, brother. Spike gets automatically held in review. Paul says New York 2020 FX SVHO Limited, giving it to wife to order the GP for me. Can't wait, dude. That's awesome, man. You guys will both be out there cruising on the Yamahas. You guys will have to see. She'll probably see how cool the GP is, and she'll be like, honey, we got to trade. It's for sure probably going to happen. She'll be like, I really want to get that thing. No, but she'll be happy riding the FX. That'd be cool. Caleb asks, is hydro dipping the best way to customize your sponsons, or can you paint them yourself? Well, the hydro dipping, there's a whole process. We had to do a lot of practice. There was a couple of times the hydro dip stripped straight off. And then the guy, Outlaw Hydrographics in Merle's Inlet, South Carolina, shout them out, check them out. There's a whole process that you have to do it. And he really got it down to where it's really perfect. And definitely, if you're looking to do that, I would contact them. You can't do it yourself. There's a whole way of doing it. And definitely it's the way to go. I'm gonna hydro dip the SXR ones, like straight a carbon fiber look. I think it's not on my radar of stuff to do. I'm basically planning out all the stuff we're gonna be doing custom on the new GP. So yeah, make sure you hit the like button. Any of these dislikers, man, we know who you are. It's funny. There's like one or two people that just dislike it, and this is that they watch every video, so it's kind of funny. Keep watching, bro. Keep watching, bro. Oh, it's too funny. It's fun to do these. I love doing the live streams. I like communicating with you guys, not sitting there rambling about some stuff, making you guys fall asleep. Feel the energy. It is pretty like chilly out. It's actually kind of crazy. Usually I'm out here, I'm pretty sweaty. It shows when winter hits, man. I don't know how many of these I'm going to be doing in the garage. I might have to be doing them in the Beowulf studio. Yeah, Bates says these live videos get tons of traffic after they're live, though. They sure do. Dan says, winter's around the corner up here, up north. I'll probably have a few more rides in the dry suit. Mine is getting double stacked at the rack in the garage till spring, man. That sucks, man. I feel bad for you because it's like, it's a little chilly. It's because of this hurricane. I'll just show you guys the weather for I'll pull it up right now for the rest of the week. We got a couple of days of rain, but we're back up to the 80s. It's gonna be like 80 on Thursday. We're gonna 85 Sunday, Monday. It's just these there's an app I have, like hurricane app. The people in like Texas, Louisiana area, man, they're just getting hit after hit. Like literally, people have been like what, a month and a half without electricity, without running water and stuff like that. Some people can't go back to their homes. It's terrible, man. Seriously, that sucks. I know when we had all the flooding here, it was terrible. Hurricane Florence and stuff. It wasn't the hurricane, it was bad. It was all the flooding. That's what's crazy. It's like literally you have to be just really following all this stuff. Caleb says, I kind of want to get a Crown Vic after you got one. Is it fast? Yeah, it's a fun car. Honestly, I'm not pulling anybody's leg. It's a fun vehicle to ride. It's kind of one of those vehicles like you want to take care of it, but it's not like, it has like this ding. There'll be videos coming soon on Beowulf Nation. There won't be any on I and Beowulf. But it's like this ding on the door, and it's like part of like something big has had to happen when it was a working vehicle. It's kind of Andrew, I don't know what you asked. I didn't see anything. But no, they're fast. I mean, they're not the Jeep SRT fast. I mean, but they're fun. It has fun handling. It's it's just all around like a strong car. Everything's beefed up on it. It has I think it has power steering cooler, oil cooler. I think it's like a transmission cooler. It has like the special suspension on it. It has some like special intake that even if you put in like an aftermarket intake, it's not good. It doesn't flow as good as that. It has the Mustang GT engine in it. It uses, I think somebody said it uses an F-150 frame, which is totally crazy. And working on it is like super nice. Jacking it up, I had these race ramps. I put it up, and then it's just fun. Like I had fun doing stuff with it. And to me, it's fun. And then this thing that's coming for it, you guys are gonna see what's coming for it. You'd be like, oh. And I'm actually like, I might buy a second one. That's the thing that's crazy. I'm bidding on one right now, and I'm like, should I get a second? I need another car, and I might. They're getting harder to find, to be honest. Yeah, Kelp said, Andrew can't find your comment either, is what Kelp said. I didn't see nothing, man. I'm following everything on here, what's blowing up. Yeah, I'm going to buy another one. And the one I'm going to buy, well, I don't know. We'll see what it auctions off. But it's an actual same year as the one, but it was a K9 cop one. And it has everything in there, like the radios and like all the stuff. That'd be kind of cool. Kelsey might want to get one. Definitely you want to look around in it. I got a good deal on it. For a car that has 181,000 miles, I'm quite impressed at how it drives. I'm curious to see what it drives when it was brand new. But it definitely, it doesn't feel like a car that's like super has all those mileage. It drives what I would think the car would drive like, not because of the miles, but what that kind of vehicle is. And it has like a huge trunk on it. It's nice because it has the vinyl floors. So to me, ideally, I don't know if it could pull with a hitch on it, because even though it tows 4,000 pounds, I have no clue what it could do handling going down the ramp with the big Triton Elite trailer, because the trailer would be like so much more wider than the car. I don't know if it would be a smart. It probably could do it, but the chance it might not. I don't know. It easily could pull a single trailer for sure. And it's kind of nice with the vinyl floors, and it's like, it's just easier with messes and stuff like that. Like I was actually debating, not saying I would do it, but I'm actually debating about selling my Jeep SRT and then getting like the dealer has like a 2021 Ford Explorer police interceptor. I'm like, I kind of want to they're really reasonably priced even when they're new, and they're just nicer because they have vinyl floors and all that. with having pets and in all this jet skiing, like when I'm wet all the time, even if I put a towel on, I got like the Jeep SRT has this like super expensive leather seats, the Laguna package, like whatever it was, super expensive. And here I'm like all wet and I got carpet and I'm all wet. Like it just doesn't, it just to me, all that kind of bells and whistles just don't go with when you're doing stuff, being in the water all the time. It's not a practical. You know, I got the WeatherTech mats, they still don't keep the water from going through the carpet. Yeah, no, that's the funniest thing. No, by any means, I think I'm some police officer riding around this thing, right? I just think they're fun to drive. It's fun. It was funny because I come home, one of the neighbor kids, you know, I can see all the neighbor kids playing war, you know, and they're like, look at all the cop cars there. I've seen them other days. It's kind of funny. But they come home, they're shining the lights, you know, walk around, they're shining the lights at me. They wanted me to shine the spotlight at them and stuff. His thing's bright. I put LED headlight bulbs in there too. But it's funny because when you're driving, that's hilarious because like they have, well, take it back. California and certain states, they're still using the Crown Vics, right? But people really think you're like a cop car, like driving around. So everybody's like, they're scared at the light. Like when I was heading to the beach, I kind of accelerated out the light. All these other cars are going on slow. They're like, oh, he has to be a cop if he's doing it. And it sounded just funny because you just drive around normal and people are like, it's too funny. It bases twin turbo Crown Vic towing a twin turbo SXR. Definitely, I mean, I don't know. I want the car to last, man. It would be crazy, but definitely maybe put like a different Mustang engine or something in it. I don't know. I've done enough research to know about all that. Hitman says, I want to get the Jet Tribe gear and the Jet Trim ankle wedges for my 2021 GP. Any discounts for subscribers? They don't, the ankle mats aren't available from what I know yet for the new GP because they're from the hull's different up top. Jet Tribe, we've done promo codes before. I'm not sure. But if you call Jet Tribe, tell them that Beowulf sent you, ask for Brittany, she'll probably hook you up with some type of deal. Tell them you watch I Am Beowulf. She'll hook you up if you call. Jet Trim, I pay the same as everybody else, man. So it's made in America and it's made to order and stuff like that. If anybody has a previous GP like this, I do have yellow carbon fiber ones that I did order because I switched my order. And when I switched my order, I had to pay for them again. And I do have those brand new, never put in there. They're just like these ones, but they're yellow carbon fiber with blue stitching. Ethan says 2022 Tundra redesign. I think I've seen that. I've looked at the Tundras. I've looked at the Chevy Colorado ZR2. The problem is it's just like, well, even the used car market, the thing that's crazy is there's a lot of people selling newer cars that are used for like what they cost new, which is totally mind-blowing. Like, just like, I don't even understand that. Probably just supply and demand, right? And especially new cars, they get kind of up there on price. Like if you're comparing like the Ford Explorer, like all the models, like if you got the Platinum, what is it, almost 60 grand? And then you get the police package one, which is more stuff I'd want just for like in general, having pets, doing water activities, all that kind of stuff, right? And it's like almost $20,000 less. To me, I just don't know if I want all those like bells and whistles. You know, I love leather seats, leather wrapped steering wheels, and all that kind of stuff. But I'm just saying, when you're doing all this stuff and you're wet, and you go with lace leather, you're like, this doesn't make any sense. Bates says if you buy two, experiment on one. No, so so what's going on? Ford is going to discontinue making all cars and just making SUVs, crossovers, and trucks, which is crazy. So like the Ford Taurus, this is like I'm some like cop car expert. So the Ford Taurus, right? The police package one would be the EcoBoost all-wheel drive, but the civilian one could never be EcoBoost all-wheel drive, which is totally crazy. But so they had the Ford Taurus ones they use, the Ford Explorers, and then Chevy Tahoe 2021's coming out where it'll have 21s or 20-inch steel, the police wheels on Brembo brakes, which is totally crazy. That's like unbelievable, but I don't even know how much those are. And then they have, so they're all different brands. They got the Chargers and stuff like that. Every brand, they got a fair amount of stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I think they're kind of cool. Basic experiment in Mustangs and kind of stuff. Sheriffs use Mustangs. Some do. Dan says, I've seen dumb tow rigs left allowed than a Crown Vic with jet skis. For example, a WX with a hitch rack. No, the Crown Vic can tow 4,000 pounds. So when you're looking at that, it's not dumb because it's the Jeep Wrangler tows 4,000 pounds and it's 4-wheel drive. The new Ford Bronco coming out, 4-wheel drive, and that can only tow 4,000 pounds. So when you look at it, it's on a truck frame that is used that easily could do it. The people, you got to see some of this stuff. I'll show you this because I looked at this. I'm saying I would do this. So people, there's a whole group that like make their Crown Vics to go. See if I can show it. Not saying I would do this, but look at this. Isn't that crazy? So they put look at that rig. That's unbelievable. It's pretty wild, and they actually go off-roading with these things. They jack them up and stuff like that. It looks cool. I wouldn't do that, but it is pretty wild. Isn't that pretty cool? That is like Baja. Yeehaw! Yeah, the Ford Bronco looks really cool. They got the Raptor one I've seen spy shots of. They'll be for the next following year. That looks cool. But the problem is they sell them kind of low, but you know how all this stuff works. Like, they jack up the price. Originally, when I bought the Jeep SRT, that's the first year the new Ford Raptors came out. I wanted to get the Raptor, but the Raptors were selling for $15,000 over sticker, and I would never pay that for a vehicle. That's like, doesn't even make any sense. He's out of here. Great stream. Hit the like button, subscribe, buy some merch, and go to the Amazon store. Okay, well, I'm not saying that yet. Ethan asked, best way to get the ski off the trailer onto a shop cart without Teflon bunks and without an engine house or engine cradle. Man, that'd be kind of hard. It could be done. I've been looking at this one brand, and they haven't responded back to me, but I was looking for some carts for the stand-ups to move them all around. I really wouldn't mess around with like the GP mess up. The skis is way too big. It's easier just to like, well, if you can't do that. But to me, I'm looking to swap them on another trailer or something. Like I have a single trailer and the dual Triton Elite trailer, and I would just like take one to the boat ramp and then take it out and then go get the other one, put it on the other one. That's just me. I think what I'm going to do once I get the two stand-ups is just keep the two stand-ups on the Triton Elite trailer is what I'm going to do. Even though I have like a Triton Wave trailer, that will be just kind of if I want to take a single trip. I don't know. Dances Mad Max. It's pretty cool, man. It's crazy what these things can tell. I've seen videos people towing big boats and stuff like that, and it's what it do. We got to think. It's a V8, can tow 4,000 pounds. That's actually quite a lot for sedan. Or dances. Have a couple friends come help lift it up. You could do that. But if you're planning on always doing that, you got to figure somewhere to do it differently. That's a good question. SRT Speed, do you run special tires on your trailer when you go long distances? Well, I don't do anything where people put like car tires in their trailers. That doesn't make any sense. But I have the rims are a lot bigger on the Triton Elite, so that they have the LT dual trailer and the Triton Elite, and I think it's 10 inches all around. That all like everywhere is wider than the regular Triton LT dual trailer. So it's like the Triton Elite's like hardcore heavy duty, so it has bigger wheels and tires than like I don't even know the best way to let's see what it's gonna be. Let's get you. So that's the LT trailer right there. I don't even know if that's the best. And that's the Triton Elite trailer. So boom. Boom. But no, so basically I have a newer tire that I'm gonna be running on that dual trailer that I have to change because I did see my like tires wearing pretty good. It's probably due to get new tires put on it. And then the new ones I got I think it's a what do they call it? It's called Maxxis, I think it's what it called. Have the best reviews. I think those are on the Amazon store too. But every trailer is different on the sizes they got. Definitely, it's a must with trailers to have a spare tire. 1 or 2 spare tires is intelligent. Oh, I go a lot faster than what they say. Well, when I bought the dual or the 2 single trailers, they stacked the other trailer on top of the other one. It was fine. Yeah, I think the Triton Elite has like 17s on it, and I think it's 15s or 16s on the single trailers. Both my single trailers run the same wheel and tire. But I would always carry a spare with you. I would never. I had that one time. I didn't have my spare on my Triton Elite, and I somehow got a flat tire. And man, that was a pain in the butt. Even though I wasn't far from home, I had to leave the vehicle. I had to take an Uber to my house to get my tire, to take the Uber right from there back to where I was. It was like it was a nightmare. I was like, I should have had that tire with me. No, I won't ride it without having a spare. Man, it's definitely wild though, feeling this cool air, man. That's when I was up in the Midwest when I felt some of those days like fluctuating with temperature. I'm like, luckily it's just a short period of time it being like this and it'll be back to normal. That's a good question. So Calabash, favorite color for a car and a jet ski. I kind of like bright colors, like bright green, bright blue, bright yellow. That's kind of like I think cool because you want something when you're in a jet ski, you're really seen like look at me. So a boat doesn't like you want to be really noticed. I think like really dark jet skis are harder. Like I think that SXR, the only downfall is it doesn't have like the white is the only thing that's really letting people know you're there. Otherwise, like I've had a couple of times where people don't even know I'm out there, and definitely vehicles. Sometimes I like that stealthy look. I like the GP1800R I got. It's called the Night Edition. So it's like this really gray, and every other part that would be like chrome or stuff is blacked out. So everything's black. So it gives it that like stealth bomber look. I kind of like vehicles like that. I was debating about. I don't know if I'd repaint the Crown Vic, but more like a darker color would be what I'd want than white. But it's fine how it is. Does the job. But I've had sports car stuff where they're bright colors. That's kind of cool. I'd say that. Like if it's a sports car and you want a brighter color. Kelp said you sell stickers. I probably should. I've been looking at doing that. I got some I got this is like the Beowulf logo. I was debating doing this as a sticker. This is actually the same tattoo. It's up on my left arm. Yeah, I'm looking at like doing these. I found something that's pretty good reasonable. Because the problem is like some of these you got to order so many, like thousands. Like holy cow. Yeah, but I'd look at doing that. Awesome boss. What made you get your first Yamaha? So when I was a kid, I think I was at junior high. Yeah, it's funny. I didn't totally get to pick it. So I was in junior high. I didn't have the money to buy it. I won't lie about that. And the money to go buy a jet ski. So the time my parents owned, so they have a lake house. They still have it. And the lake house, so they had this boat they bought. It was an Ozark boat, and it was this purple. It was basically the colors of what that Wave Venture was: a purple, aqua, and white. And I remember they bought the boat. We were at the Chicago Boat Show. And I won't forget this because we were like, they have like vans, you know, where they have like you could like go on trips that have the TVs and all that. And I remember like walking on, and that's the day we went to Desert Storm. And I remember that because that was like the whole main big like, whoa, like I remember that because that was going on when they went to the boat show and bought the boat. And like a couple of years, so I don't even know what year that would have been. So they basically the jet ski was bought. It was one they had. It was marked down, and then they got it because it basically matched the boat. My mom had matching towels and all that. It's kind of funny. Yeah, so I was happy with any jet ski, to be honest. And that's how everybody should be. You guys should be happy with it. Like any jet ski is better than no jet ski. And that's facts. 100%. Armin said, place an order for the FX Cruiser SVHO today. Awesome. When Kel's a W in the chat for Armin. Yeah, that's cool. We got some new hats coming out. They'll be matching the new GP1800R or like colors. And then we have a Superjet hat coming out. Pretty positive. We got a pretty cool. There isn't like a logo they really use, so we came up with something that's pretty dope. So I think that'll be done. It was like a one-off we did. Sometimes some stuff I get made, sometimes right out of the bat, it's like a one-off. The guy's really cool at doing that. So you just can test the water and see if people want to buy it, because otherwise I have to do like a big amount of stuff. Like unbelievable how much stuff you have to order. And it's nice to kind of test the waters until you see if somebody wants it or doesn't want it. Sorry, I don't. Whatever somebody type language said the I don't understand that. I'm sorry. It's fun taking the dogs to the beach, though. They like going there. I'll answer a couple more questions. I'm going to get off because it is 9:30. I want to make some food. So he says, saying go to Brazil. Man, that'd be cool going to Brazil and go ride some jet skis. Never been there. Never been there. Be cool to go. Got to experience something once, you know? Got to try everything. Camille said, what's up, Wolf? Not much, man. Just living the dream. Living the dream. Kelp says, got to get back to my project. Have to finish. Have a good night. Catch you in the next live, man. Thanks for tuning in, brother. That's funny. Mraz says, are those socks in the thumbnail? So what those are, so the boots that, I don't think I even have them. So the boots that Jet Tribe sells, those socks are what they are. So basically you want those because otherwise your feet will get like torn up wearing them, right? So they rise up, and then there's like a second part of the if you can, I don't know if the photo can be seen. It's better to see on my Instagram. We've seen it. It's in the socks. You pull them up, and then there's another part of the sock that folds over to cover over your boots. So it doesn't take out the Velcro straps. And I wore those because when you're out riding, especially rough water, and especially with these ankle mats and stuff, your ankles start like getting messed up if you don't have those on. And just usually those boots are the ones I wear when I ride the stand up. And I got some other like water shoes I wear normally. Yeah, no. Those actually, their socks are really nice. There's another brand boots I used, and I didn't feel they were good at the stand up because they felt really heavy. But their socks were different, and they didn't fold over. So it's actually kind of nice because it's like cuffs around there. And I found too, the nice thing with the boots with that, I think the biggest plus is that you don't have sand getting in your boots. I never hardly had any sand because it just keeps all that area protected and stuff. And usually those, like if somebody's wearing a setup like that, they'd be wearing a wetsuit. So the legs, the socks would be pulled way up underneath your wetsuit, not above, over the wetsuit. Sam asked, your old CD sink after you sold it? I don't know. I don't think so. Nobody's told me it's sunk. I hope not. That would be, but it was all perfectly fine when I sold it. Camila asked, where can I get a seat for my VXR 2019? You can go Jet Tribe, or not Jet Tribe, jettrim.com. They both sound the same. I always have to make double check. Why is it that I'm like Jet Tribe, Jet Trim? They both sound the same. Jet Trim for the seat covers, Jet Tribe for the riding gear. Paul says, great stream, Wolf. Appreciate you. Have a great night. Thanks for tuning in, bro. Yeah, they probably could do one that looks like this. Just tell them you can always call them up too. Jet Trim, say you want the Beowulf edition seat cover. That's basically what we're going to call this. If you want the seat cover like this, you call Jet Trim up, and all you got to say is be like, I want the Beowulf edition. It's funny because when I have my old seat cover, the RXPX, so many people were calling them saying, I want the Beowulf seat cover. They already knew what it was. This is the Beowulf seat cover for the GP1800R. Look at that. It's just on fire. It's actually sad about selling it, to be honest. I'm like, as excited as I am to get the new 2021, I'm actually a little sad to let this thing go. I'm really feeling it right now. It's a whole new seat cover. It doesn't go over the existing one. It's a brand new one. Sam said I was legit about to buy one after watching your videos on them, so I bought a 2020 Yamaha SVHO Limited. Nice, brother. It's just a seat cover. It's not a whole new seat. I have a bunch of videos. If you go on how-tos, there's a bunch of videos I've done 2 different install videos. I have another one again too when I filmed when I did it for the 3rd time. Devious says you're right. The ski looks on. It looks like on fire. It is just hot. Santa says you're gonna get the new speakers on the 2021. Nope. No way, Jose. No speakers. I don't need stuff like that. Dale says, do you guys down south, do you have to carry a fire extinguisher on your watercraft? If so, where do you place it? Oh, definitely. You're always going to be out there with it. It's a DNR. And I don't care what state you're in, they're going to check up on that. They usually, all skis have an area to place it. So I've done them so much. Like I'd say, I'm really, really good at doing the seat covers. Most people might find it not that easy to do. There's a whole process. Like this second time around, I did the painter's plastic on the back part. You have to do it or the seat cover will not reach to where it's at. This one I did painter's plastic and it was quite fast to do. I can do them really quick, like really quick. Like it's so easy to do to me, but somebody else might find it super, 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 super hard. Whereas, did you put the cover over the seat or you remove the old one and put on the new one? You got to totally remove it because you got to take all the staples out. The staples in the seat, you have to make sure they're all out to put it on. It does not go over it because this is, you have to, when you're putting it on here, you have to pull all this material, like pull to make it all perfectly tight. It's not as easy. It's really not, like, I find that stuff really good, easy to do. You like seriously, you might find it. That's why the ankle mats, I never even made a video with it. It's skill level of doing it. It's a 10. Like no joke. You have to make sure it's perfect. You have to sand it, and once you sand it, the paint's gone. And if you go over a spot that isn't where it's supposed to be, you're gonna have this bare spot where you have to repaint it, which is gonna be a pain in the butt because you put the mats on. It's definitely not easy to do. It's from a comparison doing the tray and the stand-up because it's basically the same thing. The stand-up tray is so much easier to do than that. Because usually if you make a mistake, most of it's covered over where you can't see it. Camille asked what color 2020 Wave Runner you getting? GP1800R, I'm getting the blue one. The blue one. All right, so guys, I'll answer like 2 more questions. I'm gonna dip out. I'm gonna dip out of here till the next one. Well, no, I should have said this earlier in the stream. Oh my gosh, I forgot. Oh, I should have talked about this over an hour ago. Oh my gosh. So tomorrow's video, I raced in the GP1800R. I raced a Ferrari boat. Ferrari made a boat before. Looks like a 360 Modena. We were head to head, and I took out a Ferrari. How many people can say they're beating Ferraris with a Yamaha? The big W for Yamaha there, man. Taking down Ferraris? No joke. Wait till the next video tomorrow. It's crazy. Most of HydroTurf stuff, if you put it on the mats and stuff, it's just double-sided tape. I think it just sticks right on. Stone said, time for you to do a gear list. They bring all, yeah. I'm actually got so much content to do. It's like unbelievable. Definitely, once it starts slowing down on stuff, I'll definitely do a whole gear bag. It's on my list of stuff to do. Yeah, but tomorrow's video, it's going to be fire, man. Racing a Ferrari boat. I saw on the wire, I'm like, what is this thing? It had headlights, and it's like, I think I had it pulled up earlier. I just to give you guys a Sneak peek. I'll give a little sneak peek. I won't show the video, but I swear I hit it up on my phone. I'll look it up right here. Let's see. All right, you guys are gonna trip when you see this thing. Look at this. I kid you not. Look at this. Ferrari. Oh, focus. Focus. Look at this thing. A Ferrari boat. Look at it as an air intake in the front. And I took it on, man. No joke. Sam said, cheers, bro. I'm down in Australia, so it's hard to get any good ski reviews, etc. down here. Your videos have been so helpful, bro. Glad to help you guys out. Definitely, when the whole coronavirus thing is over, it would be pretty dope to take a trip down to Australia. Even though I know Australia is super big, and I had to have no clue what part of the country to go to, because it's like, I think everywhere is completely different. But it definitely would be cool to do some jet skiing in Australia. It'd be a cool trip to do. Definitely would be an experience. It'd be cool. It'd be a long trip to get there, but it would be cool to do. Sam said definitely head to the Gold Coast for a good spot to go for jet skis. Definitely. That'd be cool. It'd be cool to do. I know I got a pretty big audience in Australia. It'd be a cool thing to do, like some big giant meetup and stuff like that. It'd be really cool. I know next year my goal was for this year was to go like giant road trip coast to coast jet skiing and stuff like that, and seeing with everything going on, it's not happening. And the nice thing is having these puppies now. Once they get older, it'll be easier to travel with them. Definitely. That's a funny comment. Awesome Boss said, "Would you ever get a Sea-Doo again?" Yeah, once they fix all their issues. There's so many stuff that people told me recently that, like, I'm gonna be polite enough not to repeat it because I don't want to embarrass them even more than what I've done. And yeah, there's stuff that, like, man, you guys, I'm just gonna keep the mouth shut about new stuff people tell me, because people don't like to hear the truth, but it's pretty funny stuff that people tell me in the industry about Sea-Doo. It's too funny. Yeah, once they fix a bunch of stuff like the carbon seal and get rid of that, but the only way to get rid of it, they got to redesign the skis. And it's funny because, like, somebody messaged me recently, just I think it was today on Instagram, and they're like, "Oh, you should get a Sea-Doo Spark." And I said to the person, everybody I know has a Sea-Doo Spark. By the time I get a chance I can get to ride it, it is sunk. Like, no joke. I like to ride one and see what it's like. And everybody says they sink. And everybody I know is like, the hull cracked, the plastic cracked, and they sunk. Not from, because I don't think they have a carbon seal on those. Or no, they don't. The cooling's down. I think they still have a carbon. Who knows? But whatever, they crack the hull and it sinks. And I never get to ride them, so it's kind of sucks. But I'm not personally going to be spending my money on something like that. And it was interesting too. I don't know if it was Sam. Somebody recently commented from Australia saying they got an update on their insurance, and they now have it in Australia on their insurance. If you have a Sea-Doo and it sinks from a carbon seal, you have to pay the insurance company $5,000. If I read the comment correctly. So they said if it's from, like, if it's sunk from a hole in it or something, that's covered. But if it's from like a carbon seal, self-inflicting sinking, then you have to pay the insurance company $5,000. Sam said the sparks are poop. Bro, you'll be disappointed. Stones to come to Jersey in the summer. Got a good group of guys here. Cool, man. I'm definitely looking to do that. Ryder said, what do you think about freestyle stand-ups? I like the ones with the 4 strokes because you can actually sit on when they're not moving. And where I'm at with all this stuff that like somebody eats you, I don't want to be swimming around, man. If I live like somewhere like the Midwest where there isn't someone going to eat you, I'd be trying a bunch of different stuff. But here it is like safety first, man. It's really sucked to lose a leg or a limb from something in the water. They're out there, I'll tell you. If you don't think they're there, something's wrong with you. And Sam said, yeah, it's true, bro. I think it's called the Sea-Doo carbon tax. Awesome. So thanks for the info. Ethan says, I have a GTX RFI 2002. DV says, you're not missing much. I rode a Spark. They are like golf carts. Take off good. Plateau really quick. Unstable and all hard plastic. Hurts the knees getting on it. I really like the one thing. That's why I did my research before buying the SXR 1500 is that I've seen all the things of how it's like the 4-stroke jet skis are nothing like the 2 strokes, just in general of what they're. I'd have to say easier to ride. I personally, well, having the steering cable bent on my SXR means it's probably been like that since I owned it. And I, without previously riding, I wasn't picking up that was an issue until it got like catastrophic. Because then when it got catastrophic, I couldn't turn right. So I mean, it makes sense because I remember when I took the trip in June to the Midwest and I like made a turn and all of a sudden, like I said in the video, I'm like, I can't turn. And I flew off the ski like really hard, flew off. And it totally makes sense that I'm like, if I can't turn, means the steering cable has had been an issue for a while. And it definitely rides a lot easier now. But you guys will see these videos, they'll come up. There's a whole story of what all happened before that. Wait, there's some like juicy content coming soon. Hopefully it'll be up this week. It'll be, you guys will see something. You'll be like, holy cow. You'll be like, holy what? But I'm gonna tap out, guys. We're hour 22 minutes, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure you check out the I Am Beowulf merch at iambeowulf.com. Check the Amazon store, amazon.com/shop/I Am Beowulf. Be driven to win. Be safe out there, and I'll be back with another live stream. Today's Tuesday, so Thursday I'll be back with another live stream. I'll see you guys in the next one. So peace out, Beowulf Nation.